Hello Pisces, welcome to your June love reading. I am the Mediumistic Mama and I am here to pull some tarot. We're going to look at the past energies in love. We're also going to look at what you can expect from June, and at the end we will finish off with some advice from Spirit. So if you resonate with any parts of this message, please like this video, subscribe to my channel so I can bring you more, and if you'd like to drop a comment about what you thought or how it was for you, I would love that as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the past energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So be sure to check out all of your placements. And let's look at some past energies in love for Pisces. Okay. All right. So in the past, so we have the Four of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So what I'm getting from this is you haven't been feeling 100% satisfied or fulfilled with the situation in love in the recent past. And also, there was a lot of competition, a lot of fighting, a lot of just, maybe not as strong of a word as that, but what I'm feeling is like there was not a meeting of the minds. Like there wasn't, the energy seemed to be off, or the decision-making processes were off, or like how we come together was off. Like we weren't connecting in the same way or coming together in the same way. And that left you feeling like the situation was less than desirable, and that you were just left feeling dissatisfied or not as fulfilled as you wanted to be. And it's like this relationship, it's like you set out for it to be this grand thing and like a wish fulfillment, but it kind of feels like it went sour a little bit. And we'll have to pull some more cards to see, but this situation, I'm not sure if it's come to an end or not, and it's going to be different for all of you, but it's like the emotional fulfillment wasn't there for you. So let's go ahead and see what else is next. I'd like to get more about the past. I want to know more about that. So let's get some more cards here. Actually, I'm going to use another deck and clarify. Why is this Five of Swords here? Let's find out. Okay, so yeah, you weren't moving in the, you both weren't moving in the same direction. It feels like there was a little bit of non-agreement, like non-agreement in either the direction you were going or the decisions you were making. So yeah, that's what it looks like there. Okay, great. So let's look at what's coming up in June then. All right. Okay. So I feel like in this, it seems like this relationship is still going on, or it's going to still result in some arguments and some fighting. We have the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. Okay, two fives. So that number might stand out for you. Fives are change. So I feel like there's been a lot of change in this relationship. A lot of change has happened either personally, individually, or just in the relationship in general. And there's a lot of sadness and grief because I feel like what maybe once was there isn't now, or what you want it to be, it's not. And in June, I feel like that continues a little bit, and there is a lot of sadness. But what I'm seeing too in this Five of Cups, and what I want to point out is to remember that there are still two cups behind him. He's only looking at the spilled cups, the spilled wine. So he's focusing on what is wrong, what went wrong, and all the problems and the negativity, instead of looking at what is good, what is right, what's going well, what good is here. So there, I feel like there needs to be a little shift in mind, but we're going to get advice from Spirit. But that's what's going on. it's like spending a lot of energy looking at what went wrong instead of like moving forward. And it looks like that continues into June, but I feel like this might just be like an early June energy. So let's go ahead and get some more. What energy can Pisces expect in love? Okay, so this situation is definitely at a crossroads. It feels like there's either a decision to make, or again with decisions, it's like you can't seem to come together on decision making. Either people aren't willing to compromise, or I feel like for some of you that you've compromised so much in the past, it's like you're holding on tightly to what you want. But I feel like if that's the case, that there needs to be a little bit of letting go. There needs to be a meeting of the minds. There needs to be a coming together and choosing and deciding together. Like you need to come back together on this, and a sort of a working together in order to feel like this is going somewhere and going to work out. Like you need to know that you are on the same page, either for the first time or again. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, great. So let's see. I would like to get one more card for June. All right. The Page of Swords. If you are still in this relationship, I feel like a new way of doing things is called for. A new way, like new ways of thinking and new ideas, and sort of just expanding. Because I feel like, again, if you're in this relationship, I feel like both people are kind of being stubborn and not wanting to give because they don't want to be taken over, or they don't want to be taken advantage of, or they want to stand up for what they want, and that's so important to them. But you're missing the point. It's like you're missing each other. And instead of being afraid of being overtaken or controlled, there's such a strong message about coming together, dropping those swords, right? And just being with each other instead of being in competition and fighting, like just coming together and choosing together and deciding together either to make this work or whatever thing you're trying to decide on together, or whatever way you're trying to go. Like there needs to be a coming together. You just got to drop those swords, drop whatever crap is in your energy about this, and just come at it newly and get new ideas and new thoughts of where this is going and how. And I feel like in June, you're kind of getting to that point. But it's still like just an idea. It's not in fruition yet. Like you're thinking about these things and you're thinking about taking action, but there really isn't any action yet. So coming together, having a conversation, that's complete there. That's all I'm getting on that. Okay, great. So let's look at some advice then. What is advice for love for Pisces in June, Spirit? What to do about this love situation? Again, they're saying, put down your swords. Put down your swords and just love each other, because you love each other, you know? All right. So we have the Strength card. So really, I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of inner strength to put your sword down, right? Because you're so fixed on this way of being, and you're so fixed. And so it's going to take a lot of inner strength to put all that down and to not be so headstrong in this situation. And oh my goodness, I don't know why they keep sending me so many cards out. Okay, I'm not going to take those either. It's too many. I wasn't ready. I was talking, I wasn't ready. Okay, so the inner strength and a lot of courage too, because the reason why you haven't come together on this is because you feel like you're going to be overtaken. So it's going to take a lot of courage and self-awareness and knowing within you that dropping all of that is for your best interest, and just coming together with a new slate, putting the swords down and being open. Like that's what it is. Being open to hear the other person out, being open to understand, like put yourself in their shoes and really get a deep understanding of why they want it that way. Why are you standing so strongly on your side of it? Because they're saying if you can sort of understand and put yourself in their shoes, and then they can do the same for you, there's going to be this, like, I feel like this energy just like comes around you and like gives you a big hug, and you'll feel that connection again, because your stalemateness, your opposite sides is keeping you divided. So they're saying if you can have an understanding of why, then that's going to help you and give you the courage to sort of put your sword down. Okay, so let's see. What other advice is there, Spirit, for June for Pisces? Okay. Ooh. And you have it within you. You have it within you. You can tame that part of you that gets so headstrong. And because you know what? They're saying too that headstrongness and that not wanting to be controlled and taken over, it's coming from the past. It's coming from somewhere in your past, some type of trauma that happened to you, some sort of situation that happened to you. When that happened, like that you made a choice, you made a decision, you may not remember it, you might have been a kid, but you made a decision to not let that happen to you again because it gave you some results that were really bad. It was a trauma, right? So they're saying if you can get in touch with that, that's great. If you can do some shadow work on that, awesome. I'm a healer. You can talk to me. If you can get that out of your energy, then you'll be able to start this come to this new place mentally easier, because that trigger won't be there. So that's kind of doing some trigger work. Okay. All right. So let's see. What other advice do you have, Spirit, for the month of June regarding love for Pisces? Oh, they're getting sticky now. Okay, one's coming here. I can feel it. There it is. Oh, okay. The Knight of Cups. So how I'm feeling is that if you follow all this advice in this reading and you put down your swords, that love encirclement that I was seeing earlier, that is going to bring about this newness, this new fresh love in this relationship. And it's really going to send you down a different path. And the Knight of Wands. So it can happen like that. It can happen on a dime. It can happen fast, because this is a fast energy. It's also a passionate energy. So I'm getting to that. It can reignite the passion, and it can all happen so fast. If you do all these things, like changing your mind is hard to do, but it's easy to do, and it's quick. And when you change your mind and change your energy, what's reflected back to you is going to change as well. And you're going to feel more love. You're going to gain that connection back with them again, and you're going to feel the passion. So it's like a reignited passion. And they're saying, like, make that be the most important thing. Like, you don't have to be right about whatever this is going on. Like, just drop all of that. Would you rather be right, or would you rather be happy? And they're saying that you don't have to win everything. You don't have to win all the arguments, you don't have to win every time. There's compromise, and sometimes you get to win, and sometimes you get to give. And that's what it's all about, right? And so they're saying, do all of this, and you will be feeling that love and that passion again in your relationship, and just let it all go and move forward together. All right, Pisces, I really hope that helps you on your journey and in your June. Thank you so much.